Okay, live. Good. Hi, everyone. You all ready? Gonna do focus on sinking chi. So it's gonna be a qigong. So focus on internal energy and all right. We all good? There we go. Okay, everyone. So we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna focus on the breathing first, and then we'll add a qigong that helps move it. Okay. So the first thing about the sinking chi is not just about pushing down. Okay. The first part you're gonna see is you're focusing on yourself first, because the sinking chi is about rooting yourself down first. Okay. So the main thing, anytime when you do your form or meditation, you're already coming down and you're sinking yourself down. Okay. So it's a mindset to keep yourself centered first, and then you're trying to push your breath down. Okay. When I push my breath down and I'm thinking of my energy going down, it's like my energy is like roots. So my feet are going down into it. Okay. It's all about that mindset. Okay. So keep so the interesting thing about the chi itself, right? Where you're focusing on anything. Um, you can go to the spiritual side, you can go to the physical side. Like this is here and this is about the energy and the breath, or you can focus on the mind. The thing that makes it interesting is it's all entwined with each other. So some people might grasp one side, or you might think of one the other side, but it's all there, and it's helping each other. So it's up to you what you want to focus on more. Okay, so sometimes you need it for your foundation. So if you're starting on some kind of kung fu or something, you need to build the foundation first to build it up. Okay, and building the foundation, and then you focus on your health, and then you can go into the kung fu or the other applications of the where you want it to go. Okay, so there's a lot of layers, even though that's one thing, but it's all in the intention. Okay, so coming back, like I said, just centering down, just like this, is your main centering and sinking. Okay, so that's the mindset too, right? Just sinking down. Take that deep breath again, and then just sinking down. Okay. Now, if you see every other Tai Chi, we always bring it up and centering down. Another way, yeah. So now, what's happening with this one? First one we center in. Second one we're pushing down. We're visualizing the breath and the energy coming down our stance. So it's like we're rooting ourselves down. This can be very important because if we wasn't stopping to get to practice during the day or something, and then the energy, or you ever feel like uprooted, like somebody can throw you off your energy without even starting because you didn't ground yourself. This can help you ground yourself first. Okay, so it's not just using it for self-defense. It can, you bump into people, some people like da da da, and you feel like, oh, throw me off. It's you getting your technique. You can sink yourself down so those things don't bother you. Yeah, and it's okay. Sometimes you just feel tired or long day. Always come back to your center and then sink that energy down. Yeah. So that breath and focusing. So the root is down, the breath is pushing down. And if I visualize even more, I'm going down to my breath and I'm sinking those knees. Okay, just a little. Okay. So we adding it together so we can come more stronger in the intention. Okay. So if I just go like this, it's not as much, but if I really bring it up, okay. Now this is the other interesting thing too. Yeah, um, a lot of people might exaggerate the move first. Okay, it's to help for you to try to enhance it and give it better focus, so it can really sink down. Okay, and this is where it can come off looking different to other people. So don't worry. Yeah, It's like, oh, it looks all fake and all that stuff, but it doesn't matter. It's about you trying to get the feeling. Once that's over, and then it comes more subtle, then you can come bring it in and in and in to the point I'm just going like this. Shoom, shoom. I just sink down. Okay. So the subtleness gets smaller and smaller. Amy, when you're pushing down, do you expel breath? Um, at the beginning, you're gonna go like this. You're gonna inhale and you're gonna exhale. Okay, so that's one. As your breath gets deeper, it turns into a longer breath, and you're still pushing down. So you're gonna inhale, exhale, and you're gonna inhale again. Okay. At the beginning, you're gonna start off that way because it's easier to visualize and think of the pushing down. But as it goes in the long run, there's no time to really say like you move to the next step and you going with somebody because you can't tell them wait and then sink. Yeah, you're gonna have to. It's the mindset and the push that can really bring that down. But again, the you don't want to get locked into it. But as a beginning, it's like you just if it helps you push down. Okay, hope that helps. Okay, and even down. As I'm going to show a little bit more, you're going to see the different ways of pushing. Okay, so that's the main thing. So we're trying to get the awareness of it. So it doesn't matter what form you're practicing. Some of you might just come in straight, boom, center. A lot of the Tai Chi forms come like this, and then you center. Even other forms, you see that center in. Okay, so that main thing is a very a key point in starting any of your forms or any practice is you're centering yourself and then you're rooting yourself down. Okay, that can help you learn faster or say like you was rushing and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to my class or anything you're gonna do, right? And you're rushing and then you go into it, your energy's still rushing. So we need to bring it in, center yourself, and then it's easier to learn things. So if you ever feel like you um, going somewhere and say, "Oh, I'm getting a hard time to pick up anything," just gather yourself, take that breath in, and sink. Okay. So again, we can just go inhale, okay, and just push down. So we're gonna focus just on the sinking. I want you to um, just bring it down first. I'll just move up to level two already. So we're going down, okay, and we're gonna keep the flow of the down sinking motion. So this is the palms down. It's easier. Okay. What I'm gonna do is gonna flip it over, and I want you to think of the back of the hand as pushing down. Okay. And then we can bring it over and just instantly start to sink and just inhale and push down. Okay. So again, at the beginning, you can just bring it, inhale and just exhale, inhale and exhale. As we go slower, you can take two breaths. So here, and you can go slow as you can, but you have to go to a pace where you don't feel like you're like start to wander. Okay, and bring it over and roll. Okay. So again, the backhand is down. Okay. And it's easier to think of the sinking as a downward motion. You can start changing angles, but as it goes down, it's easier of the mind just thinking sinking and then sinking. Okay. One more time. Down and down. Okay. And I'll show one more. We're gonna do the one hand leading forward. So right hand out. Okay. So inhale, sink. So really feel this motion coming down. So that's the hands, and the breath is you keep pushing down. Okay, the knees. Okay, when you're ready, you can bring it up and sink and bring it down. Okay, it's okay if we go down like this. Okay, it's the motion and the mindset first. Okay, as we go more into it, it's going to be real subtle, and you're not going to sink all the way down. Okay, so again, it comes to the intention. If I need to practice and really get into it, it's fine. But you can just go as subtle as this. Just sink. Okay, got it. Slide it over. Other side. Sink. Okay. And I want to point out this to you. When I'm singing, I'm not going like this. I'm trying to bring it onto the side. Okay. So I'm not pushing into myself. I want to push down. Okay. Away from me. Okay. Especially when you go into the Tai Chi, you don't grab the person and it's going to fly into you. You want to push it off to the side. Boom. Okay. Side. Boom. Okay. So if you can see from here, down. Okay. Slide it over and down. Okay. Now one more here. Slide it over and down. Okay. Now we can add the, let's focus on one hand first. When we sink, and want to keep the sinking as a flowing, yeah? So this is the down palm, and we're going to roll over with the back and push down. Okay. Now I also want to point out it's not just here that you can focus on. It can be the whole arm, especially with rolling. Okay. So this is sinking, and the end tip can go up to here. So the depends on the point. So if something's here and it's touching, it's gonna hit pa. As it come down, it can still hit da. Okay? And this is gonna keep the roll down and down. So I can bring it down. You see this pull in, see the elbow down, and as it rolls like this and down. Okay? Same thing with the other side. Sink. Okay. Roll it over. Okay. Sink and roll it over. Okay. So at first you might just get used to the movement, but we gotta put the intention behind it and the breath that makes it more gives it more the impact. Okay, because you gotta focus on it. If I go like this, then I'm just moving my hand. You gotta feel and really sink and focus on it. Okay, really gives that big difference in intention there. Okay, hopefully that's making sense. Okay, um, again, depends on the intention where we're going at. A lot of the kung fu with the tai chi I see was taught as kung fu too, right? And at the beginning, I learned everything was about the you getting your health, the foundation first before you go into the applications or the growth of it. And it's a fun thing because it's always digging deeper in the techniques and not just for self defense, but you can find the healing side and applying the energy for different intentions. Yeah. Okay. So um so let me give you an example with this. Okay, so this is I should be able to see. I don't know. Let's put it on this here. Okay, let's see. All right, should be enough. I'm just gonna show you just an example, right? Okay, so if this is down, right? Okay, and the energy still wanted to flow down, so I'm gonna take it over and just kind of let it drop. Okay, so it's like a boom, boom, and it can flow. Okay, hopefully that's not too loud on the speaker. Okay, so I just to get the idea how it flows down. Right? So that's sinking. Okay, and sinking doesn't have to be a hit. Like it has to be like a bah. Okay, as soon as you grab or when you touch the person, okay, that's sinking right because it's a boom. Okay, that can throw off the whole body because if you go on top and you go in here and you're giving this energy to this here, boom. Okay, because that's the throw off right there. Bah. Even this, I might need to roll off and ward off and redirect. But as we come down, you don't want to just touch. Okay, it's inside and it's going like this. Yeah. So I might be look like you're doing this. Okay, but this coming down really, really hard on the thing. Like, bah. Yeah. So really focusing on that. Okay. And again, it's not about the power or making that sound. Bah bah. Then it's not. You're trying to keep everything nice and fluid. Okay. That can make the doesn't matter what you practice. The main thing is the conditioning as you practice. That can really change everything. Okay. So if you don't practice for say like even if you touch something and we don't do it hard, we're just getting used to touch. That way you don't get shocked if something touches you. Okay. So so, like, so again depends on the path. A lot of us are just taking for the health, um, the awareness of chi flow, which is very helpful. Because even if you do the applications and stuff, all the spiritual stuff and all the going awareness of the movement, it comes. You want to learn that anyway because it gives you more to practice and train to, yeah, and it's very inspirational because as we practice long and how many years you've been doing stuff, you're gonna need more goals to reach and keep you training for a very long time. Okay, and I'm glad that there is a lot of things that you can still practice and train and different styles that might share each other or complement each other, um, different forms to play with, different instruments to enhance and expand your form. So I'm very happy to have the Tai Chi sword, you can the staff. So in the long run, you can keep going and going, and whatever you feel comfortable, that can be your instrument that you use to, yeah. Okay, so sinking. Again, it's back to the mindset and the pushing down. So if we use it for our forms, okay, again, doesn't matter what form you're practicing, okay, if we can push it in, and anything we do now, if we feel the sinking, really put the mindset in there, what's going on, okay, all that sinking, okay, even the subtleness of the wave hands and clouds, where is the sinking in here, yeah, what's going on, is it here, right there, boom, okay, all this, okay. So you last week should be we was focusing on the lifting, right? So you're lifting. Right here's the sinking. Okay. All this lifting, sinking, yeah. Boom. Okay. Even this is lifting. This is the sinking palm. Boom. Boom. Okay. All right. Whew. As we practice the sinking, again, we're trying to root ourselves down, and that can be the main key for a lot of our forms because if we don't have any our roots down, we're gonna feel uprooted. Okay. So if you ever feel like you form or a technique feels a little bit too up, or I feel like I'm lifting up and I don't feel as grounded, then just keep awareness of it. Like, hey, I feel uprooted. I'll sink. I'll bring my breath down, and that's how you can clean up the stance to beat down. Okay. Even when you do a form of or technique of standing or lifting, okay, you're gonna have to be aware that if you sink and you bring it up towards your center and lift, then I have a better balance, okay, compared to if I just jump up. But if I sink and I stay sink, that's another thing too, yeah. If I go like this and then I jump, it's different. Okay. If I sink, then it's easier for me to uh do do whatever, yeah. Okay. So doesn't matter. Okay. But the thing that the key point is that sinking that really helps me. Okay. So I hope that helps you too. Alrighty. Tea. Oh yeah, that one's good. Just in case you're interested. I think that's my favorite at the moment. Green tea with a little jasmine there. Alrighty. All this can be applied to whatever you practice. Again, if you practice a sword or anything, the Tai Chi, the sinking is such a main key, and um, it's not hard, but it just there's so much that you can go into that. There's a lot of directions that you can focus on to the most subtlest thing. But even with this, right, just sinking, sinking. Okay. As we practice the form, we're just pushing down and pushing down. Okay. Even as the elbows push down. Okay. All this subtleness there. Okay. All this. So the main thing I can just say, if we seize down, just sink, and that's the point. Even our body and framework, if I sink and I collapse, such to sink even more into the movement. Okay. That one I'm probably gonna need a partner to really show off that move. Boom, boom, okay, boom. So again, it's not just the hand, yeah, the here too, yeah. All this, boom, boom, boom. Even this, even if I go like this, boom. Yeah. All this comes down. Okay. It's gonna be real subtle. You're not gonna even notice all this. Boom. Okay. It's very can be very playful too, yeah. Okay. Hope all those techniques can help you. Let me know how does it help you even more or the awareness of it. You can let me know. Um, Play and see if you do other forms, add it in or see how it can really help. And keep in mind now when you play with it, even if you do little things, notice the subtleness of the downward motion. Okay. Even things like this can be you be like this, right? But now you understand you're more aware of this, then it has a subtleness of the downward motion. Yeah. Okay. Even as we turn the ball over, the ball's rolling over. But if I start to let the chi flow out, all this is sinking, yeah, sinking, sinking. All that sudden boom. Okay. That can really change the energy output to where it's going. Yeah. So just bring it in, sink it down, all centering one more time. With the palm rolling over, the backhand down, up towards this, out to the side. Switch it over, down, And don't worry if you're doing right or wrong. It's the intention of feeling the chi just sinking for now. Okay. And clean everything up after. All this is gonna change. Okay. As long as you got that sinking going in. Get that momentum flowing. Alrighty. Thanks for joining me. You all take care of yourself. And when you practice, just have fun with it. Find a nice, get some nice music going that helps you sink. Okay. Don't get too upbeat that you jumping around here. From the heart, oh yeah. You guys all take care. Good energy. I see you guys all next time. Thank you. Thanks, Amy. Good question.